G'day mates, in today's video I'm going to be covering what we actually know about chapter 4 and the event and which of these rumors are fake. There's a whole bunch of images that have gone around like this where people are saying this is a leaked loading screen of the new chapter. It confirms trio FNCS. There's clips of pros saying they were told by Epic it's going to be solo FNCS. We have people freaking out that NA East and NA West are about to be combined as one region and we are just going to have NA Central. I want to get to the bottom, which are real, which are fake, and what do we actually know about the event and the new season. So let's jump into it. Let's kick off addressing some of the rumors that aren't true before I talk about what we do know about the new chapter and the new event. So there's a few different tweets that have gone around. You've seen different people post them, but this covers the main one. So firstly, we had Boop tweet this out, but a lot of different pros jumped on the bandwagon saying this was a leaked poster for chapter 4, and it also confirms trios as the FNCS game mode. Firstly, if you're a YouTube Fortnite content fan, you probably recognize this image. It was a top 5 gaming thumbnail. It was made by Denny, absolutely fantastic graphic artist, made an insane poster which looks like it could be real, which is why it fooled so many people, because everyone's thinking why would this exist if it wasn't the actual poster for the chapter. It's because it's a top 5 gaming video, who also makes fantastic videos, by the way. Definitely check those out, but not real. We do not know if it's trio FNCS. We do not know if it's solo FNCS. I know there was a clip of Rich Homie Quinn, which facts that he posted going around. I can't find it right now. I've tried to find it. Maybe it got deleted, which I wouldn't take that as it being more suspicious, but basically he said something along the lines of, oh, I thought everyone knew it was going to be solo FNCS. Everyone took that as, oh my god, it's solo FNCS, Quinn leaked. Epic is not telling pros what the next FNCS game mode is. If they had, it would have been leaked a million times by now. Trust me, as someone who was on the official broadcast, had daily interactions with Epic, they don't share anything outside of the circle that needs to know. So we do not know the next FNCS game mode. We do know FNCS is coming back in February. They confirmed that on the broadcast. We might have Elite Cups and FNCS. We definitely have FNCS coming back, but this is a fake image and we don't know the game mode. Next up, we have this image that Cease ended up posting. Now, the first giveaway from this is the fact that one of the characters on the team is Fitzy. Fitzy leaks, makes fantastic concepts. Honestly, I wish this was real. Like, I want Epic to look at this and be like, damn, we kind of suck. Like, we should be doing this, because honestly, this is so much better. If I could open this up and check my entire team's inventory, even check how much damage they've done for Storm Surge in competitive. I did make a joke when I saw this originally on stream that the biggest giveaway for this is the fact that it is accurately counting players' kills, because to this day, 5 years into this game, we still do not have a functioning squad kill count. So I think expecting or wanting something like this is a bit outside of the realms of reality, but it looks amazing. Fitzy did a fantastic job of showing how good of a job Epic could do of this. Obviously, it makes the map a little bit smaller if you're opening it up. Maybe you could have an option to like close the info and just have the map, but instead of having to ask my teammates what material they have, what loot they have, if I'm playing with fills, just being able to check what they have would be so handy. As far as the map, we've talked about this a lot. There are a lot of concept maps out there. I'm not going to show every single one, but so far, none of them are real. There is no leaked map that is out there right now that has any credible sources. Now, one thing we are going off, and it's just going off different kind of like trends. Right now, we have the Fracture event coming up. Again, I'm going to talk about everything we know about that in a second, but one of the main things we do know is it looks like we are going to get a reforging of the map. We are going to have a map which is going to be consisted of, or have at least parts of previous maps. That's why there's so many concepts out there like this that basically just look like a copy and paste, cut and copy of different maps we've had in the past. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot more different than this. This is just kind of like the basic idea of what it could be. But I think I'm going to imagine we're going to get at least like 60 to 70% a new map with some old stuff, or at least the new stuff might actually be like combined with other bits and pieces. We did have one of the official leaks that came out about Mr. Meeseeks from Fortnite. So this is from Fortnite themselves. In the background, you can see what kind of looks like a Greasy Grove like tilted combination. There's a Greasy building, there's a tilted building. That might be what some of the POIs do. We imagine when it's reforged that it would be like Misty Meadows just pops in and then Greasy Grove pops in. What if like they've reforged kind of halfway? You have half one POI, half another, one building from Tilted, one from Polar Peak. It could be a really, really cool way of making it feel old and nostalgic, but still new and exciting to explore. Just a theory, we'll have to see. Now, this image had a lot of people freaking out, saying that NA West is going to be deleted as a region. We're going to get central servers. Texas players are finally going to have good ping. Everyone was freaking out. So let me explain what this image is. Basically, Amazon Web Services, the servers that Fortnite runs on, have just added a whole bunch of new servers to their list. And a lot of them are in the central United States. Up until previously, if you look at this image, there are no functioning Amazon servers in the central US. A lot of people think this is why there is no central NA server. And now, with these servers, Epic might combine NA East and NA West into one region and run it from central servers. Let's talk about why that makes sense for a few reasons. It means they wouldn't have to pay the cost of running two different servers. It means queue times and player base would increase. They could combine the prize pool. Competitively, they've stopped doing an NA West broadcast. Now it would just be the NA broadcast. There are a lot of benefits to it, but do I think they're actually going to do this? No, at least not now. I don't think they're going to do it right now. We have Chapter 4 in a few days. The hype is real. Player base is looking good right now, and it's only going to go up with the new chapter. So if they're going to do something like this, because now they do have the possibility to, with Amazon servers in central US, they could do that if they wanted to. It might be something they do down the line. I imagine we'll see changes made to other smaller regions like OCE before they combine the two NA regions, because NA West, while being smaller than NA East, is still one of the bigger regions in comparison to OCE Middle East. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes in the future, but don't freak out just yet. If you're currently on 0 ping, you live in Virginia, you live in LA, you are not going to all of a sudden be playing on central NA servers, but just be aware there is the possibility of that in the future. Now, let's talk about what we do know about the new chapter. Now, I'm a little bit late on this one because I didn't want to make an entire video of it. We have a whole bunch of details on the event. It is going to be taking place this Saturday at 4 p.m. ET, December 3rd. Now, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream going live a few hours before this. I have triple this many V-Bucks to give away. This is one stack of 3. I'm going to be doing my own V-Buck drops, basically giving away a bunch of battle passes, skins, whatever you guys want. I'm going to be on a big stream, looking at all the leaks, watching the event, watching some old tourneys during the downtime, and then jumping into the new chapter. I have never been more motivated to make content and play this game, so make sure you swing by that stream. But the event itself is looking really, really long. You've probably seen a lot of tweets about the event going for an hour or 40 minutes. You're probably confused what's going on. So the event starts at 4 p.m. ET, but the playlist will open up 30 minutes prior, which means we might be able to jump in 30 minutes beforehand, and then you can join up until 4:40. That means an hour and 10 minutes from when the actual game mode opens is when you can no longer still join, which is when I think the actual event is going to start. Now, the reason why I say event in quotations is I imagine this event is going to take place in a couple parts. If you remember in previous events, sometimes we have like kind of little mini games to keep us tied over. You get to sit in a turret and shoot the rocks. It's probably going to be mostly about an hour or 40 minutes of that. Apparently, they're way more in-depth, though. A lot of leakers have posted about a whole bunch of different mini games we're going to be able to do during that time. But then I think the actual event itself is going to start at 4:40, and that's why you can't join after that point. You'll be in, we'll probably have some crazy cutscene, we'll go to the downtime, and then we'll jump into the new chapter. Now, when are we actually going to jump into the new chapter? How long is the downtime? That's the big question. Unfortunately, we don't know. We don't have exact data, but I have found a trend that I think is enough to go off. The last 4 seasons in a row, every single new season of Chapter 3, including the first one, dropped on a Sunday. That is very, very specific. Epic, for whatever reason, whether it's because people have the weekend off, they are dropping their new events and their new seasons on Sundays. And it makes a lot of sense. A lot of leakers have pointed towards the fact that it doesn't look like we're getting any kind of crazy black hole downtime. We're going to be getting a normal amount of downtime. So I imagine if the event happens at 4:40, probably lasts about 20 minutes, servers go down around 5 ET, I'm imagining it's probably going to be like a 6-hour downtime or so. That's just my estimate, but I think the game is going to go live around Saturday night into Sunday morning, because it depends on what time zone they're going off for Sunday. But I think the game will 100% be playable on Sunday unless something goes wrong. If we had some kind of a big downtime, that would have to be in the game files. Leakers would have found it by now. So obviously there is still room for things to go wrong. There is still room for Epic to change their mind, but I believe, based on everything I've seen so far, the estimated downtime would be around like 5 to 8 hours. A long downtime, not just a normal update downtime, but not like a black hole downtime. All right, guys, that does it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.